tradies and gentlewomen. We are indeed live. Alrighty, coming at you solo today, all by myself. Everybody else got some stuff to take care of. Chris down with the vid. Creamy's got family duties of a weekend, as he usually does. Um, really should have closed that door behind me. So I don't know. Actually, no, it's not getting picked up on the microphone. So I think we'll be alright here. So I believe we're in about round 8 here on this zone card. Martinez versus somebody. My laptop is actually in the way of that counter, so bear with me for a second. Round 7 of 12, Martinez versus Carmona for a variation of the WBC title. And then we're just starting the main card here in the UFC as well. So going to be trying to switch between both of them. It's going to be a very interesting turn of events here, but let's see how I go. I'm actually going to try and talk as well about the Fury Chisora fucking debacle from this morning as well. When I get a chance in between some fights here, hopefully. Seeing everything's lined up quite nice. Oh, Jesus. That was a tough combination there from Martinez. It's a weird style. Like he throws in like strange like bursts and stuff like that, but then will just sort of casually walk towards his opponent in between. Carmona is like very composed kind of thing, sticking behind his guard, but it's doesn't seem to be making a difference at the end of the day. Martinez is just smashing through it. Another jab there, splitting the guard. He sort of like half switches stance, but doesn't. Ooh, sharp hook coming in there. Carmona's moving. He doesn't like these shots. Another sharp cross there. Carmona is definitely not liking these shots. I mean, there's about a minute here left in this round, so see how we go. He's moving a lot, like definitely shifting side to side, not standing in front of Martinez anymore. Doesn't like that whatsoever. Alrighty, and we got Bruce screaming at me down here on my phone. Starting off the main card there in the UFC. Alrighty, Carmona getting a bit more composure about him, throwing some jabs. Ooh, Martinez just explodes. There's nothing you can do about that. Throws out like this really wide sort of uppercut with his rear hand, but when it connects, like it really connects. Alrighty, so it's end around 7 there. And who have we got coming in here? Let's have a quick look. I didn't say that name. That way. It'll come back up in a second. Hoping. Who we got here? Nico Price. I have heard that name before. I'm not sure who he's fighting, but we'll keep an eye on that too. Highlights from today's UFC card. We got Tai Tuivasa fighting Sergey Pavlovich. Sergey Pavlovich is coming off a 4 KO streak, and Tuivasa coming off his loss against Cyril Gahn, but highly contested. Like he definitely gave Cyril a run for his money. That's for sure. So that's going to be interesting to see. And then we got Wonderboy versus Holland for the main event. So that's going to be a banger for sure. It's going to be nice to see Holland against a striker for once, considering he's sort of been running the gauntlet against some wrestlers of late, especially against Jemaev. Alrighty, so we got the first round here. Well, we got the 8th round in Martinez versus Carmona, and we got the first round here in Price versus Rowe. Wait, Price versus Rowe? Yeah, Nico Price. Yeah, yeah. Nico Price versus something Rowe. Alrighty, let's see how we go. See if I can get see if I can get 2 calls happening at once. Alrighty, we got Martinez swinging wild with some hooks there, and Price doing the same. Well, that's kind of nice. Mirror enough for me, hey boys. Alrighty. I was going to try and keep an eye on this boxing more, maybe, because this is for a belt. And it's getting towards the end here. Carmona looks pretty steady. Like, doesn't look like, unless Martinez hits him with something heavy, that he's going to get him out there. He's hitting clean a couple of times, and it's like it's rattled him, but it hasn't absolutely like rocked him. He hasn't lost his legs or anything like that. Martinez has very poor balance. Something that's going to get him against like a more composed fighter in this division, especially somebody like an something like that. Alrighty. Let me go down here in the UFC. We got Price coming in with some leg kicks. Nobody wants to see scorecard manics. We don't care. Just go away with it. You don't know shit. You're a basketball commentator, and we don't care about your opinion, especially here at the Airplane Tornado podcast. Speaking of, so I forgot to mention at the top of the broadcast here, you can find us at Eggplant Tornado Podcast on any of your platforms: Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, as you're probably watching on Facebook, now on Twitter as well. So yeah, get at us wherever you like to use social media and comment, like, subscribe, hit the bell, hit the follow, hit everything. Get us out there. Spread the word, spread the love. Alrighty. We got some action here in the eighth round of this boxing match between Carmona and Martinez. Martinez was once again just sort of swinging wild for a second there, but Carmona came back and pieced a couple of good shots together. He's not liking Martinez's power, though. Like I said, he's not absolutely rattled by it, but he knows that he can't take a lot of those shots. It's not going to be one that puts him out, but it's going to be the accumulation of these big shots over a long period of time. And Martinez is just stalking his prey. Hands down, but hands up, every now and then, giving him different looks. Oh, sharp body shot there. And then he just attacks. Wild. Alrighty. Oh, Price coming on strong. Got Rowe against the cage here, unloading. Rowe managed to get out. Circles back to the middle of the cage. Alrighty, it's the end of the eighth round there in the boxing anyway. Oh, Rowe goes for a massive leg kick but misses. Sorry, not leg kick, head kick rather. Misses and falls down. Overexerts himself a little bit too much there. Alrighty. Decent composure shown from both these guys. I think Price definitely has the upper. Oh, Rowe hit him. He wobbled. Seems to have regained his composure though. Didn't just a sort of a bit of a flash hit. Rowe definitely looks like he's got the longer limbs of the two, but Price just sort of moving in, stalking him, getting inside his range so that he can throw his shots. Not really sure what style Rowe is, to be honest. Price is obviously more of this like kickboxing kind of style, like comes in with that knee. Alrighty, we're in the ninth round here of Martinez versus Carmona. 40 seconds left in the first round of the UFC here. Alrighty. Martinez just swinging for the fences, man. He just wants to take this guy's head off. Mexicans for you, man. They got them. They got that style. They just come forward. It's the only way they're taught to fight. Alrighty. Price pouring at the lead hand. 10 seconds left here in the first round. Oh, sharp shot there by Rowe. The Price has definitely landed like more of the shots in this round, but Rowe has landed some clean shots. That's for sure. Got that rear hand cocked, just like ready to go. Alrighty, back to the boxing here. Oh, Martinez sharp, sort of cross the guard jab there, which landed on the chin of Carmona. Throw some weird shots, but God, they land, don't they? Almost sort of like he like half switches his stance. He like stands flat. He doesn't go to southpaw, but he just like moves the front part of his body, like moves his front leg forward or something. I'm not even sure what he's doing. It's a strange stance to adopt, but it seems to work because it throws Carmona's rhythm off. He's not afraid to take a shot either, Martinez. He's definitely getting the better of these exchanges, but he's definitely not afraid to take a shot whatsoever. He's just been stalking this guy the entire time I've been watching this fight. Hasn't taken a backward step the entire time, and it just throws fire like that. But a lot of wasted shots, which is gonna cut into your cardio towards the end of the fight. That's for sure. But at the same point in time, these smaller guys just seem to have ridiculous engines. way they can just go. Oh, there's a good counter there by Carmona, but he got a body shot and a hook up top for it. Martinez is just relentless, absolutely relentless here. Just will not give Carmona a second to breathe because he knows that's what he wants. Carmona's still firing back and landing some decent counter shots, but like Martinez just keeps banging his gloves together, man, just egging him on. Like, come on. Oh, this is great. This is quality boxing here. This is what you want to see. Got some solid events on here. Speaking of solid events, Jesus, we got a absolutely stacked weekend next weekend, and hopefully all of the boys will be here for it. But if not, you might just be catching my face again. We'll see how we go. I'll when I get a break in between some fights, I'll go through the actual schedule of what we got. Or I mean, if you want to, you could just tune into the Airplane Tornado podcast tomorrow and find out exactly what we've got going on because we'll be doing previews for everything. Alrighty. Sorry, we're going into round 10 there of the boxing, and we are 4 minutes left of round 2 here in the UFC. Definitely a bit more fatigue being shown for both fighters. Price still sort of walking forward. That was a nice liver kick there from Rowe. God, that would have hurt. Like I said, Price is throwing a lot more, so it probably looks like he's getting the better of these exchanges, but Rowe is landing some sharp shots. He's just sort of sitting back, just counter punching, but he probably needs to do a bit more in my eyes, I would say, to be able to be winning this fight. UFC judging is so strange, and I don't exactly know how it works. We'll Rowe with the takedown, and we're going into round 10 here of Martinez versus Carmona. God, this is like the most violent game of tennis ever. Alrighty. Um, and I'm very technically improficient, so I'm not exactly sure how to get a chat to work. If anybody is in the chat, I'll maybe I should actually. Hang on. That's up. I don't need to have that there. We have this here. So cool. That's fine. Alrighty. So leave that there. And then that will allow me to see if anybody wants to speak to me. Or it should also come up in that, but I'm not sure why it doesn't. Anyway, again, way too far away from myself here. Alrighty. Martinez sticking behind his jab a little bit more in this round, which is interesting to see. Like composure in the 10th. Like, usually you'd find it being the other way around. Paints a huge hook there, and Carmona wasn't biting on those earlier, but he is now, which that means he's getting sick of getting hit by this guy. That's for sure. We've got a minute 50 left in this round here in the UFC. Nico's managed to get his way off the ground, and he's throwing some wild shots here towards Rowe. Ooh, clipped him with a backhand with a jab there. Oh, Rowe nearly had a guillotine. Got him around. He's got his back. Got his back. He's sort of half got a. Oh, he's around the neck. He's around the neck. No, Price fought his way out. Oh, ooh, what a turn of events there. That was interesting. I mean, Rose still got his back. He got those legs locked up. He had the choke sink. He had his arm under the chin, but Price managed to eke his way out just before he locked it in, and now he's got control of his arm. But Rose in a really good position here. Martinez once again swinging for the fucking fences. Sharp jab. Seems to always land. I don't know why he's not sticking behind it. He loves that uppercut though. It's his best friend. Oh, Rose got like a face choke here, kind of the thing that Khabib got McGregor with. But Price showing some seriously good takedown defense. Oh, just monstering his way back to his feet. Oh, bit of Dark Souls there. What a show. Alrighty, Carmona's on his bike again. Alrighty, that's the 10th round there. This is a lot more difficult than I thought it was going to be. Catching two events at one time. But I'm doing well. I'm doing well. So that's 2 rounds down in the UFC here. It was an interesting round. I really don't know where to go with it, to be honest. Well, considering I've got a break here, let's quickly go through the schedule for next weekend. We've got UFC 282, and that's got Darren Till featuring at some point in the card. Ilya Topuria, Paddy Pimblett fighting somebody, Josh Emmett, I believe it was, something like that. No, maybe not. Some other guy. And Jan Blachowicz versus something Ankalev in the main event for the vacant light heavyweight title. Then in boxing, we have Michael Conlon fighting at some point in the weekend. There is another DAZN event. I'm not sure exactly who's fighting on that. We've got that's Warrington versus Lopez. We've got Ebony Bridges fighting Shannon O'Connell on the undercard. Shout out to Ebony. And then we've got Lopez versus Sandor Martin at 140 on Top Rank. And that undercard is absolutely stacked, featuring like Jared Anderson, Tiger Johnson, Keyshawn Davis, and somebody else who I can't remember, but it's absolutely stacked to the brim. Alrighty, so we got round 11 here of this fight on DAZN, Carmona and Martinez for a variation of the WBC title. Ooh, that was a solid backhand by Martinez. Oh, good counter hook there by Carmona though. That's what I mean. He's scoring good with these counter shots, but like Martinez is still getting the better of these exchanges just because he's purely throwing more. We've started round 3 here in the UFC. We've got 4.5 minutes left in that. What was that? Martinez just threw like a hammer fist to the back of his head. Martinez looks quite tired. Like I said, those a lot of those wasted shots seem to have caught up with him. And there's like, oh, caught him with a good backhand there. And Carmona didn't like that. Caught him again while he was moving backwards. I think Carmona's trying to act like he's not hurt. Rose. Oh, yeah. Nico is just swinging for the fences here. Looks like he's hurt Rowe. He's got him up against the cage. Catching him a couple of times. Rose on his bike. Nico's swinging. Oh, he's down. It looks like it could be over here. Oh, that was a 12-6. Surely that should be illegal. Wait a minute, he only did one, and there was a bunch of them in the other rounds. Not rounds, fights earlier on in the prelims. Oh, this has been a good UFC card. Jesus, we got two people like really on the fence. Oh, Martinez with a leaping left hook. Oh, and that spleen shot. He's just sharp here coming into the back end of this 11th round. Price is on top of Rowe, raining down some ground and pound. Elbows trying to find a spot for it. Like he's getting shots off, but they're not exactly hard. Rowe defending well, but sort of just trying to cover, not really throwing anything back. Alrighty, so we've got Martinez doing his weird little stance switch again. Carmona's been caught a couple of times this round. Oh, again. I think he knows that he's sort of a little bit down on the. Well, I don't know. From what I've seen, he's not too far down on the scorecards, but like I believe Martinez has been winning these rounds. He's been getting the better of these exchanges, landing the better shots. Carmona's trying to sort of stand and trade with him a little bit more. I mean, he moved a lot then, but it's the end of the 11th round. Excuse me. Jesus. Springtime in Australia. Alrighty, so we got 2 minutes left here in this third round here. Rowe versus Price. Price looks very tired. Very tired. He expended a lot of his energy trying to get Rowe out of there. I mean, they both look quite tired, to be honest. Price is landing some good elbows, but Rowe comes back with a good shot, stumbles Price. Oh, that definitely hurt him. He's on his. Oh, another good backhand. Oh, rear hook. Another rear hook. He's wobbling here. Hits him in the knee. He's down. Oh, this could be over here. Oh, come on. You got to stop it. He's not fighting back. It's over. Rowe got it done. What a comeback. Well, alrighty. And then we can focus on the 12th round here in this DAZN card. relatively even. So I think we might see Carmona start throwing a bit in this last round. Alrighty, so what do we got? Oh, Carmona tries to come in but gets caught with a rough uppercut there. Oy, Jesus. Let's Martinez just throwing for the fences here. Coming in with his high guard. It's a very weird style to adopt in the sense of like he comes in with his high guard and then will sort of like as soon as he gets close to his opponent, he'll drop his hands completely. Like he's constantly inviting them in to throw shots, which is weird for somebody who fights a lot on the offensive. That's normally a tactic that you would find from a counterpuncher. Oh, Carmona's got the read on that left hook now. He sees it coming every time. It's way too wide from Martinez. He needs to sharpen that stuff up. Eddie, you know, I know you don't fucking speak enough English, but sharpen that shit up. You want your boy to be getting his hands on a title. Oh, that backhand seems to land every time. Fucking absolutely vicious with it. Carmona trying to throw in more combination punching this round, piecing his shots together more, but it's something they needed to do a little bit earlier, I believe. I think Martinez has probably just edged this, and he seems to be going for the finish too. Not that he hasn't the entire time, but he's just got that Mexican style, man. Just loves it. Loves a fucking war. Carmona's landing some good shots here on the inside. Decent. Yes, every time he's just got that left hook dialed now. Even that shorter one, he knew it was coming. Watch me eat my words in like a minute when he fucking plants it with it. Alrighty. Carmona stick behind the jab, trying to throw some hooks over the guard here of Martinez. I didn't actually catch the earlier rounds of this, so I'm not sure how anybody would score it. But from these last couple of rounds, Martinez has definitely been winning. The vicious uppercut. Carmona just trying to stand and trade with him now, which is interesting. Oh, that was a nice liver shot from Carmona. Hook over the top, where he gets him to cover the body. Martinez throwing some couple of hooks there in succession. Yeah, that uppercut keeps landing. Carmona doesn't like it. Alrighty, so it's 12th round there. Fighters embrace afterwards, showing a bit of respect. We got Cormier talking to Rowe. Shut the fuck up, Daniel. Nobody cares. You didn't know who the Foo Fighters were a couple of minutes ago, so you can go and pretty well fuck yourself. Like acting like that was literally like the worst take I've ever heard. Like because he sort of like half realized halfway through it, like he was saying like, "Oh, I don't know who this is," and then I reckon he realized who it was halfway through, and then he started saying something like, "Oh, this is old music," and it's like, what are you talking about, man? Like, not only is it old music, it's like real pertinent because like the dude died a couple of months ago, and it's like one of the biggest songs, and then his son played it live with the band, and like, so yeah, just another fucking absolutely terrible take from Daniel Cormier there, which he is the fucking king of. Give me his job, I'll sit next to fucking Joe. Got the same haircut, and he might have a little more experience, but Jesus Christ, like at least I have a command of the English language and knowledge of who the Foo Fighters are. You fucking idiot. Alrighty, so we got some highlights here. Oh, winging some crazy shots into his head. Really should have set myself up a scene change for if I wanted to take a break here. Maybe I should have just got up my headphones so that I could have just gone and done stream anywhere I wanted. But alrighty. So we're going to be going to the main event here after this, Chocolatito versus Estrada 3, which is going to be interesting. God boxing likes to fuck around between fights. It's quite irritating, to be honest, how long they take. As opposed to like the UFC, like they're showing highlights here of the fight that's already finished. And I reckon I'm going to be well into the next UFC fight before there's even a punch thrown in this main event. That's pretty much for sure. Alrighty, so looks like we're moving towards a decision here. I haven't got any sound playing for obvious purposes. But Dreadlock David Diamante commentating the event. Pretty sure Michael Buffer doesn't work for the zone anymore, as far as I know. I haven't seen him in quite a while. Maybe he does like top rank events now or something like that. Who knows? Alrighty, so I can't. Yeah, like I said, I can't hear anything, so I'm kind of just gonna have to go by who gets their arm raised, see what happens. And still, there you go. Martinez gets it. So there you go. I didn't hear the scores there, but it seems like he probably just edged it because he was shaking his head at something. So maybe he didn't get it on one of the scorecards, but got it on two. Majority decision. There you go. Alrighty. So we're watching some strange ESPN highlights or something on the UFC. Got the man Eddie Reynoso lifting up his fighter there on his shoulders as he usually does. Reynoso must be strong. Picks everybody up, eh? Does what he wants. Absolute beast. Oh, that's right. Here we go. Everything's reversed. So I keep moving further that way. Like a dickhead. Easy, Charlie. Hello, Charlie. Hello to the people. Okay, you can go. Whoop, whoop. You're so unathletic, buddy. And that was Charlie. Little cameo there. He's somehow managed to put his hand on something. So, alrighty. It's very strange. How can an average view duration be 29 minutes if I have no viewers? Alrighty. So, like I said, we're moving into the main event. Why wouldn't they just say his real name? Like, did he actually like legally change his name to Chocolatito or something like that? It's very strange. And considering I don't have any viewers, I'm gonna take a little break here. I'm gonna be back in 1 minute. UFC doesn't mess around, and I absolutely love it. It's very nice. So, who have we got here? We got Kyle Dackhouse. Turn this up a little bit, considering I can hear that in my ear, and we've got nothing happening over here on DAZN because they're going to be waffling on for a little bit, as they usually do. I mean, especially like it's a trilogy, so you know how long they're going to fuck around for. No, not anymore. Oh, what a walkout song! I wonder if I can get in trouble for singing. What a fucking walkout song, Sweet Home Alabama. I already want this guy to win. 100%. Who is this? Somebody explain this to me. I feel like I've seen that face before. Maybe if I stop talking for a second, somebody will. Who it is? Eric Anders. I have heard that name before. I'm not exactly sure who these two people are on the zone screen. They look like Chocolatito's relatives of some description, I would assume. Alrighty. It looks like we're pretty much ready to go here. Got Anders in the ring. We got Sweet Home Alabama fading out. Got Brucey. Nearly ready to kick it. Didn't even pay attention before. What color jacket's he wearing tonight? Fucking hardest working man in sports commentating, Bruce Buffer, 100%. God, he does a lot of shit. Is he like legit? There's like a UFC event every week. You can see Charlie in the background there, hanging out, having a chill. Ooh, nice purple, like a deep purple there for Brucey. How many suits does this guy have, man? Surely, like there's so fucking many. Alrighty. Do 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 do. Yeah, but like you didn't come out of Sweet Home Alabama, so like I automatically don't like you. This guy, get him Eric, even though it's a shitty way to spell Eric, but like get him Eric. Fuck. Get the dog. Fuck. Righty, we got Mannix here, struggling to understand some Spanish people, most likely. Of course, you have a bum chin, don't you, Mannix? Like you would, wouldn't you? You look like a toad that got turned into a human. Ugh. God, I hate you so much. Alrighty, kicking off here. Oh, Dark House with a crisp outside leg kick there. You got Dark House. Dark House is a southpaw. No, they both are. Both coming out of the southpaw stance. It's interesting. Seeing a lot more southpaws in the UFC. I think it's got a lot more due to like with the freedom of like kicks and stuff like that. Like I train as a switch hitter myself in boxing, but do just seem to get a lot more, well, like a lot more switches and a lot more, just a lot more pure southpaws in UFC, and maybe even not pure southpaws kind of thing. I think it might even be more of a complex of um, people wanting their more powerful leg at the front. those leg kicks are crisp. And is doing a good job of checking them, but let me turn those down a little bit because here's Cormier in my ear. Fuck you, Daniel. Shut your goddamn mouth. Um, hmm. Yeah, we got like Enders is defending this stuff well, but Stackhouse is definitely the more crisp striker of the two. Nice straight jab, just sort of sticking it out there, finding his. Oh, those are some good hooks, one after the other, leading to a power hook. Oh, and just throws him on the ground, just kicking at his legs. Yep, seems like Duckhouse wants him to come down to the ground. And we're nearly ready to go here. Chocolatito's getting ready to walk. Alrighty. 2.5 minutes to go here in this first round. Nice backhand there from Duckhouse. Dorcas. Dorcas. How the fuck they want to say it. Dorcas. Duckhouse. Duckhouse. I don't know. Something. Let's just call him old mate. Oh! Whoa! Old mate's down. Anders is on top of him. Sort of half letting him get up because Darkus just goes straight to his back. Obviously more proficient in jiu-jitsu than Anders is. Anders doesn't want to engage him on the ground whatsoever. We got Eddie Hearn looking like the tallest man in the world in Chocolatito's dressing room. And he definitely didn't like that shot. It seems like he should maybe be trying to move more towards grappling rather than trying to strike with Anders here. He was throwing the sharper shots, but he definitely doesn't have the power. Hmm. Those dudes had orbital surgery. Oh, Anders caught him with a good hook there on the way out. Jack is jabbing to the body, trying to throw a head kick, and his blocks it nicely. That was sort of half blocked, that body shot. Still good though. Still gonna hurt your arm. Still gonna make you want to drop your hand. Oh, comes in with that Whitaker combination. That 1-2 head kick. Oh, is that a clash of heads, or did he hit him in the dick? Hmm. Oh, yeah, that would have hurt. That's fair enough. Is he good to keep going? He's alright. Let him go. Alrighty. We got Diamante in the ring here doing his introductions. So Chocolatito's probably about to walk. 10 seconds left. Oh, he's down again. Dude is not liking these shots whatsoever. He scrambles well on the ground. It was a hard round to call. He went down twice, so I'd probably say that round went to Anders in the end. It looked like Duckhouse was going to. I don't know how to say this fucking dude's name. Looks like that guy on my screen right now, old mate, was probably what's his first name? I don't know. I really don't care enough to figure it out to be honest. Um. So yeah, still got Diamante just talking a whole bunch of shit in the middle of the ring. Now we got two people getting in the ring, which I can't see who they are. Obviously somebody. Somebody Mexican. Could you possibly zoom in so I can see who it is? Let the people know who we're looking at. No, I don't care about people in the crowd. Show me who's in the ring. Alrighty, well, we're back into the second round here of the UFC. Got old mate going back to the leg kicks. Anders definitely just sticking behind his. Oh, another heavy backhand there by Anders. He's landing a lot more. He knows he only has to land another one of those shots to put him down, but he's not putting him out. Like he's dropping him, but old mate's doing a good enough job of. Yeah, see, now he's trying to go for a takedown against the cage, which is what I thought would have been, like, after he'd been dropped the first time. I thought that would have kind of been what he decided to do, you would assume. Yeah, of course. We got two Latino nations fighting for a WBC title, but we're having it in America, so we got to have our anthem. You want die, you want die. Shut the fuck up, man. Seriously. And he just keeps dropping this dude and he just keeps fucking going straight to his back. Just step back like Hooker was doing the other week and tell him to get up. The refs can stop the fight eventually. Oh, yeah, coming in with a hammer fist there. Got a little bit of control with his legs there, but old mate just doesn't want to get up. Staying on the ground, just kicking at him with his legs. This is getting quite boring. Yeah, just make him get up. It's gonna tire him out every time. Oh my god, this guy just keeps getting dropped. Yeah, this can't go on for much longer. It's got to be over. Yeah, like full drop to the ground and like grabbed his face after that. All right, he's not fighting back. He's defending himself, but he's not fighting back. Come on. Yep. All right. Decent stoppage, but they definitely should have been stopped at least 5 seconds earlier. Anders gets the job done after dropping him like 5 or 6 times over 2 rounds. Decent timing because we've got the main event coming up here. Chocolatito versus Estrada 3. Who did I watch fight last? I watched Estrada fight last. I actually did watch both of their last fights. Chocolatito looked on fucking fire in his last fight. Estrada didn't look too great. To be honest, that win was actually a little bit contested in my eyes, but he still got the job done. Like it's one of those I wouldn't really be phased if the other guy won, and I'm like just a little bit annoyed that Estrada won. But it's also like I can see how people made that conclusion. So, you know, it's really just up to an potentially over the hill Chocolatito to be fighting a potentially in his prime Estrada, and then really like this is a trilogy, so it kind of puts a seal on this after it. And then potentially we're gonna see whoever wins fighting the winner of the co-main event, Martinez, because he holds a lower version of the WBC belt. So we got Chocolatito coming out here by himself. Fucking love this guy, man. Just absolute like technical display every time he comes out. Thousands of punches, absolute monster of a work rate. Nearly a time where it looked like he was going to take over Floyd's record. Alrighty, so once again, doesn't look like anybody's watching. So I can wait till after this fight. A lot of Conor McGregor ads on the UFC. A lot. Funny, interesting. Maybe there's going to be some form of announcement soon. I mean, he's got to be in the testing pool for like 6 months or some shit. Something like that. Nope. Need to go that way. No, I need to go. Yeah. Fixed it. Now I can be comfortable. Whoop. Yep. Yep. Oh, audio is still good. No. Yes. Fuck me. Alrighty. So we got Chocolatito in the ring here, just sort of keeping himself warm. Nicaragua nightmare. And then we've got Estrada making his way. WBC and ring super flyweight champion. It's gonna be an interesting fight. Like I said, it's it could be potentially over the hill Chocolatito here going against. Why is that dude got a backpack? That's real strange. You guys are obviously singing some Mexican song, but like I said, got no audio due to us only having 24 subscribers and nobody giving us any, you know, goes to work with them. So let's get the fucking word out. Plan Tornado podcast on any of your audio streaming platforms, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and of course YouTube that you're watching on right now, and Facebook for that matter. Getting a lot of traffic on there. So, you know, if you're around, fucking hit us up. Like, follow, subscribe, hit the bell, do whatever you want, do whatever you need to get us on time every time. Alrighty. So yeah, we got Estrada making his walk here. Uh like I mentioned earlier, regular podcast coming out tomorrow on a Monday. It's not going to be, that couple of day wait like we had last week. End of the year, a lot of shit happening in our personal lives, so it's kind of hard to get everything happening on time at the moment. But bear with us, bear with you boys. We're going to get it happening. Eventually, it's going to be to a point where you're not going to be able to open your phone without seeing us. So get used to it. But yeah, regular podcast coming up tomorrow, in which we'll cover all of this action from the weekend in full. Get Griffin Broomies' opinions on everything as well, not just mine, because God knows that my UFC opinions are relatively piss poor. Still better than you, Daniel. Still better than you. So just take it easy. You're not that good. But yeah, fuck, we've got a schedule tomorrow. We've got huge, huge show. Gonna be short. Been a bit short for the past couple of weeks because there hasn't been that much going on. But yeah, we've got a massive, massive event, like huge events next weekend. So it's gonna be a huge show tomorrow. It's gonna be a huge show next week. And we're sort of moving into the end of the year, and we got some, we got a couple of, like one or two decent boxing fights still left for the end of the year. Got some stuff coming up in early January that's gonna be good. And then I believe we've got one more decent UFC fight night at the end of the year, which is featuring Jared Cannonier versus Sean Strickland. That's going to be decent. I'd really like to see Sean Strickland get his fucking mouth shut again because I hate that guy, man. Why does he think he's cool? I'm going to beat up like fucking like internet like fucking keyboard warriors. It's like, what does that prove? Yeah, like I understand like the whole concept of like people shouldn't talk shit online, considering it's something I'm trying to do for a living. And like, once again, fair enough. It's like if he was like, "Oh, well, come fight me," then it's like I will, and you're gonna kick the shit out of me because you've trained for a certain period of time and you're a lot bigger. But the point of the matter is, like, that doesn't make you any better or cooler for doing that. Like, if I go outside and film myself stepping on ants, that doesn't make me strong and tough. Like the ants, like have literally zero chance of knowing what's happening, knowing what's coming at them. Kind of thing. The size difference is immense. Like, just fuck off, dude. Yeah, I don't know. This whole fucking like, just like half like shitty Facebook dad way of trying to go viral, like getting involved in like drama and fucking all that kind of shit. Which once again is probably like for the right cause, but it's like if you weren't a piece of shit, you would just do it, and then other people would talk about it rather than you posting about it on like TikTok channels and stuff. So, you probably spend enough time on your fucking phone that you might see this. So, Sean, you're a wanker. And if you want to pay me to fly all the way over there, I will fight you. And it's, not going to go well for me. It'll be boxing as well. Because, like, I'm not dealing with kicks or anything like that. Go fuck yourself. But yeah, you pay my wage for a couple of weeks and yeah, we'll come and do that shit. I don't give a fuck. I really fucking don't. So, that's up to you. But once again, it doesn't make you a big man or cool for doing that. Just, like, get that through your head first before you do it. Okay? Cheers. Alrighty. So we're moving into the main event here. Diamante's fucking going off his dreads. Ugh. Where are we up to? 53 minutes. Not of that one. Do some editing later. Yeah, it's gonna be really interesting to see how this one goes. Like I said, we could just see like, well, not like I said actually, but the point that I was gonna make before I went on my little Strickland rant was could this be another like Canelo Triple G that we saw earlier on in the year, that it's just like Estrada like could just be too young, too powerful for Chocolatito at this point, who's had a very long career, 53 wins, like let alone a couple of losses kind of thing, and probably a storied amateur career as well. I haven't actually looked into that, but like I said, man, I just love watching this dude fight. So it's gonna be interesting. Gonna be rooting for Chocolatito. It'll be good to see him get that goal back, but we'll see how we go. We're really gonna have to see how we go here. And what have we got coming up next here in the UFC? Hermanson? I have heard that name before too. Hmm. I mean, Estrada's had a decent career too. 43 and 3, 28 KOs. Wonder how old he is, to be honest. I haven't actually looked into that. Would be 30 something, you would assume. But then again, it's actually quite hard to say because Mexicans start pretty early. Or Canelo starting pro fighting at 15, so you never know. Oh, alrighty. Alright, so we got Chocolatito shadowboxing in his corner. Who we got coming up in the UFC? Here we got Jack Hermanson versus. Why does that always happen? Like, why is it literally the second that I'm about to look at it that it goes away? Who is this guy? Who it is? Show me a name. We got Roman Del. Why? Roman Delidzi. I'm just gonna call him Roman. Your name is now Roman for the next potentially 15 minutes. Alrighty, ref's giving them instructions here. We're about to kick it off. First round, WBC and Ring Super Flyweight Championship. Chocolatito versus Estrada, number 3. I'm waiting for this fight for a couple of months. It's going to be good to see an actual like good technical matchup at a lower weight, considering the absolute fucking fast that we saw this morning. Once again, Don Charles, go fuck yourself. You're a piece of shit. You don't deserve to work in boxing. Alrighty, we're kicking it off. Got Chocolatito bouncing as always. Just always that little bounce just to reset himself, and then back into that high guard, leaning in with his head, wanting Estrada to sort of come in. They both both kind of have a very similar style. It's going to be interesting here to see who really gets the better or who makes the adjustment. Estrada looking like he's probably got a bit of a range advantage. Oh, coming in with a looping hook, jabbing to the guard as well. Chocolatito just starting off slow, just sort of figuring out what Estrada wants to do. Rolling with the shots.